Welcome to the Karyn Reece Show. I'm psychic medium Karyn Reece with my co-host Alexa Zappia. So, time for some fun coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we're going into 2021, and
That we are.
Yeah, 2020 was just a year. Like, we'll just put it that way. 2020 was a year. Now that we're in 2021, so excited. We have so much time to like cultivate creativity and this energy, this positive energy that we have. So I guess my question for you is like, how do you best cultivate creativity and use it in a positive way to start off the new year?
Well, you know, for me personally, because I'm a very visual person, I was artistically gifted, I have to have a visual, you know, a nice visual landscape around me, you know, colors, shapes, things along that line. But also a lot of times, you know, when I'm just thinking, you know, I've written poetry, you know, I just start to dabble and let my mind go.
It's very cathartic, I will say.
You just find when you get into that zone, you just sort of like open up, go with it, whatever you have coming in. I think the problem that stops creativity, whether you're writing a book, you're doing some drawing, you're just trying to plan out, you know, painting your living room, people try to edit it, you know, try to edit everything, you know, just go with it, draw circles, you know. Sometimes I've channeled artwork from the other side where I've just channeled. And by the way, here's the good news. The creative side, you know, your right brain, it's okay to be out of your right mind because that's the same side that you get your messages from the other side, or your psychic abilities. So
yeah,
it's the, you know, very fluid type of, you know, energy and mental connections that we make.
And I think with creativity, like a lot of people say, like, you have to be able, like, I don't know, I think of being creative and being an artist is like literally drawing. But it wasn't until you said, like, no, that's not your medium. Haha, no pun intended.
You're a co-medium. No pun intended back.
That's not your medium. But that's just not the way that I choose to have my gift. And mine's through writing, but you actually are a psychic artist.
Yes, yes.
Which actually hasn't, I don't think, really gotten highlighted much on the show. So I guess my question for you is, I know that you give a lot of people, like, readings, obviously. But can you, like, draw my spirit guide? Like, can you do that and, like, give me a message from me from, like,
spirit
a guide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you have a couple different people coming around you. So I'm just going to give you, like, just a rough, like, a thumbnail sketch, just to kind of give you the gist of it.
Yeah.
I'll just pull this up.
Start, and then I can't. Do I look? No, I probably shouldn't. Okay, I won't look.
No.
Okay, but I have questions for you.
You do that while I'm drawing, because I'm looking. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh my God, are you looking at spirit behind me?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because they fade in and out. It's like having good glasses and bad glasses when you see your spirit guides, which are sometimes people that have lived before or your loved ones. But this will kind of give you an interesting. This is very, very interesting. Yeah.
So, like, how did you first realize that you actually had this ability and you could do it psychically?
You know, I was always one to draw. So for me, that was just a normal, and I was always one to see dead people. Then I just sort of started drawing both. Well, you know, it's kind of interesting because as I, you know, I'm looking at your guide over there again, fading in and out. He's very quiet. I will tell you that much.
Jeez, and he's guiding me. My God.
You make up for his
God
quietness.
bless him.
Yes. You know, and it's kind of interesting because as he comes through. Actually, oddly enough, he's visited you in your dreams. You may or may not recall that.
Really?
Yep. His name is Ed. Ed, I think he said Ed. Edwin. We'll call you Ed. And part of his purpose being here, it looks like he has more to do with safety around you. That's kind of interesting.
Really?
Yeah, safety is definitely something, or at least that's something that he seems to be a concern of his. But also he's here too to kind of guide you a little bit. And you may find, and you can do this with your guides, you can ask for assistance. And you'd be surprised, you know, when you go to sleep at night, ask, you know, you don't even have to know their name, but you can ask your guides for assistance. And in the morning, you know, they'll be there to prep you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so.
That's crazy. Yeah. How was he chosen as my guide? Like, how did I get him versus all the millions of other people? How is he the lucky one?
Well, actually, before you incarnated, you knew about each other, so it just kind of makes sense.
Really?
Yeah. But he's definitely, and also he overlooks your writing, so he does have a component with your writing. I just said to say, yeah. So he's kind of seeing like an overview, more like a you know, general, because we have 3 primary guides, and then we'll have specialists that will come in and out.
Yeah.
This gentleman seems to be a primary guide. He's interesting, though. He just informed me that he lived a He's lived on the earth plane before, so he understands the earth. And here's a little tip too, though. If you really want to connect in with the other side, do a little meditation, like 5 minutes, just quiet your mind, maybe use the word peace, pick up a piece of paper, and just kind of go with it. You can also use your opposite hand. I am ambidextrous, although I tend to use more of my right hand, but you can use the hands you don't use that often and use that to draw, and you'd be surprised at what comes through. Really? A lot of times what happens, you'll have a person in spirit put their hand over your hand and draw.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I've had that happen.
Cool.
Well, you got to make sure you got the right spirit.
Okay.
I know how to do that, though.
Yeah, help me out.
Anyways, other questions did you want to know about this? Because people ask me, it's just I don't have the time to do all the drawings. But
do we have like a family guide, or do each like individual person within my immediate family have one?
That's a really good question.
Thank you.
Nobody's asked that, but we all have our own individual guides. But a lot of times they're connected or friends or whatever. But your guides know your family guides.
So a lot of people say like, oh, like my guardian angels or whatever. Like when people from your family or whoever pass, would they be considered a guide, or is a guardian angel and a guide different?
Totally different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, angels totally different, and they come. There's different levels. But guides, you'll have one primary guide, and one way to know your primary guide, generally speaking, they're much larger in size. They may be like 7 feet tall. They're bigger. They may be a man, a female, or you may have, a mixture, but you'll have a primary guide and 2 other like sub-guides, and then you'll have like various guides beneath that. So do you want to meet Ed?
Yes.
And he's standing right behind you.
First of all, I can't even draw a tree. How did in 2 minutes you just drew that?
Well, this is just a quick thumbnail,
Yeah,
but I don't have time to do like portrait.
My God. Should go in the MoMA. No, it's really good. It is a big series. I'm serious. It's so good. I love that. So I can take it home with me?
You can take it home with you.
Well, thank you. Yes. I appreciate that.
We'll be back with more of The Karyn Reece Show.
Hey guys, we're back. We're here with Elon, and he wrote into one of our social media pages, and he's never had a reading, right? I don't think so. And he was just kind of curious about how everything works. So he wrote in, and he was one of the winners chosen to receive a one-on-one reading with Karyn. So Elon, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. And so Karyn, take it away.
And have you been working on any legal paperwork or documents as of late, or contracts? Because I'm seeing a lot of contracts coming up.
No, not contracts, but a lot of agreements.
Okay, yeah, agreements. That's what I would classify them. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot, and your father says that they keep piling up too. So your dad's pretty happy about that as well as that's concerned. Also, here we go again. This is who's got an October or November birthday, passing or anniversary? Who has it? Usually it's like mother, father, sister, brother, son, daughter.
Dad did pass in November, yes.
Yeah, because that's what his verification is, because he kept saying, tell my son that. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Your dad's around you a lot more than you realize and extremely, really proud of you. Were you close to your grandmother?
Yes.
Yeah, because your gram's here, and she said, tell my grandson he's everything to my heart and my soul. What a great lady that she is. Who did a lot of sewing in your family? Did your grandma do sewing too, or something along that line, or tailoring or something?
Dad, Mom.
Oh, your dad did it too?
My dad almost was sent to a school to become one.
Oh my God. Yeah, because they're all proud of that. That's a great, I would never know. I can't even throw a button on, but your father's still very proud of that. Well, we're not domesticated. Your father's laughing. Did you just hang up some new artwork, or do you have to hang up something on the wall, like a mirror, take it down, or does your wife want you to do something with the wall? Pictures or something, or you want to do something with the wall, paint it, or what is your dad talking about? Do you have to fix a mirror or something in one of your rooms?
Actually, what I just did is I hung up the same picture, a picture of him and his 2 brothers and Uncle Steve.
Oh, is that recent?
Last week.
That's what he's talking about, because he said something about hanging up on the wall, and your father loves that picture. So does your uncle. So does the whole clan. Yeah, your father looked very handsome back in the day. He said, great picture. Another question, are you real, do you need to polish your shoes or fix your shoes, or is there something about your shoes? Do you polish your shoes, or you need to, are you fussy about your shoes, or was this one of your dad's habits? What the heck is he talking about?
Well, um, one of the things that I kept from my dad is his little box of shoe polishing.
That's what he's talking about.
Like, how would she know that? Honestly, like, come on, you're psychic.
Dad worked in a shoe store for years, and one of the things he always used to do is polish his shoes. And when he passed away, there was a box in his closet. When we cleaned up the closet, I don't know why, but that's one thing I took home.
Oh God, your father was so happy about that. And he said that just makes him feel good, reassuring you that he's still with you. By the way, he said that it was really good polish.
It was.
Yeah.
It is.
I think you need to get on that. Your father's laughing about that. It's so funny. Do you carry a picture of your parents in your wallet, or a picture of your dad, a small picture? Or did you do it time ago?
No, I do not.
Something about your dad. Do you have some paperwork of his in your wallet? A card of sort? Something he's talking in your wallet? Or did you used to carry something of your dad's, like a license or something? Something in your wallet?
No.
Something or do you have his wallet? Because he keeps referencing his wallet. Check your wallet at some point, or maybe around your wallet. He keeps referencing that, maybe.
Let me tell you what I have.
Okay.
I have my dad's scarf that's sitting on top of a little box that I have in my closet. And when I change to a pajama, I normally take my wallet and put it right underneath his scarf.
That's what he's talking about. That's what he's trying to say. There's something that is connecting your wallet with, that is something he's talking about. So he's aware of you.
So his scarf is right on my wallet. And every time I wake up in the morning and I go somewhere, the wallet I take, I pick the scarf, I smell it, and I said, help me today.
Oh, that's what your dad was trying to, because you can't hear him real clearly. He kept saying the wallet, my son knows, connected. And your dad said, I hear that every day, all the time. Your dad's
every day. It's every day. The scarf is always there and my wallet is always underneath.
That's exactly what your dad's talking about. It's hilarious. Quick question. Did you have any plumbing problems recently?
The reason we were at Edva's house Friday night and not in my house the Friday before their bat mitzvah, it's because at about 1:00 in the afternoon, the bathroom upstairs leaked onto the ceiling of the living room, and literally the whole ceiling collapsed.
Oh my God, that's what he's talking about.
So we took all the food we had cooked, and we moved it to Edva's house, and that's the day he fell down.
What a good guy. Oh, one other quick question. Do you want to fix a door frame or take a wall out or something in your house?
I need to fix my front door.
Okay, that's what your dad's talking about. You've been slacking on that, huh? Elon, that's he needs to fix the door, the frame. He's going like this. Has this been going on for a while?
Past year. But I can't, yeah.
Yeah, you are slacking in that case.
I am slacking, yeah. What did he say? Fix it?
Yeah, he says, yeah, it's been over, it's been, long enough.
Yeah, that's Dad.
Actually, just slacking on that one. Do you have to change a light, by the way, too? A light bulb or a light or something?
I changed the light bulb today.
Well, that's a good start, he said.
Well, this is a funny story, okay?
Classy.
We have in Hanukkah, Limor has a menorah on the window and a menorah on the front. Well, today we tried to light up the 8th candle, but that light bulb was burnt. So I went out and I took a very big light bulb and made it the head of
Your father's laughing.
and moved one of the blue lights to be in the 8th candle. I literally did it this morning.
He did it today. He's laughing. He says, "Good job." That's beautiful. That's
That's what I did today, this morning.
Parents are laughing about that. Your dad, he's going thumbs up on that. Good job.
I said to the family last night, I said, I in Hanukkah, these 2 menorahs I'm telling you, and then the menorah we normally light with the oil and so on and so forth. If I don't wake up in the morning and turn the next light on, like the day 4 and the day 5 and the day 6, nobody does it. So last night I said to them, yesterday I didn't touch the menorahs. I just wanted to see if any one of you will take the time to do it. So this morning, all 3 of them woke up and were rushing to this thing to try to turn it on.
You're so bad.
So that's how I found out that the light bulb is not working.
They're laughing right now.
I said to Limor, why didn't you light this menorah? She says, I did. And I said, no, you didn't. Look, it's off. And she says, no, the light bulb is burned. So I said, okay.
No wonder why they're laughing about that. That's so funny.
Easy.
They're laughing. Oh, God. You got to give the kids and your lovely wife a hug and a kiss, too, from your parents and grandparents. You do have a beautiful family, and good job on the lights. You're hired for next year to take care of the lights again, Dad said. So
I am, huh? Thank you.
Anyways, did you have any questions at all that you wanted to ask any of your loved ones, or?
No, I'm just happy to hear that he is in a good place.
Oh, he's in a great place. Look, he
And I hope Uncle Steve is there with him.
Oh yeah, they know how to have a good time. I don't know. That sounds like they're trouble personally, but hey, your father's got a wicked sense of humor.
Don't worry, Uncle Steve will keep him straight.
That's right. I just heard. Oh my God, that's hilarious about the light though.
Oh
That's
God, so
clever.
funny.
No
That's so-
wonder why your dad was laughing. Loves you to pieces. Oh, one other quick question. Was there like an elevator at work that was stuck, or do you know about an elevator that was stuck or a problem with an elevator? Or did you?
Recently?
He didn't specify. Was this like big news? He said something about a problem with an elevator.
Well, where are we now? So in October, when I was working, was in North Carolina, a bunch of people that were supposed to come and see us got stuck in an elevator. That's what happened. I was wondering where they are, and they didn't show up on time. And about an hour later, they came, and I'm going, "What took you so long?" And he says, "You don't want to know." And then they told me the story.
Your father was with you at that engagement. Have you noticed a clock that stopped? One of your clocks have stopped? An alarm clock, a clock, a watch clock. Something's going to stop. That'll be something your dad will do. And look at the numbers. I see a 3, so it might be 3 o'clock, 3:13, something 3:23, but he's talking about a clock that'll stop. Oh, your dad's birthday was in March.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he's saying at 3, that's the 3rd month. So when you see that 3 connection, like if you see it on a license plate or a clock, that'll be your dad saying, "Hey, Leon, it's me again." So was he going to name you, switch your name around, or were you going to switch your name around, or did he switch his name around? What is your dad talking about?
Switch my name around.
Or was your dad, did his name get switched around? Or somehow switched the spelling? Or did you want to switch? Did you want to switch one of the kids' names around?
So when we moved here, and they asked him to spell my name, he spelled it Alain, just like you would spell it in French.
Oh, that's
And
it.
I said to him when I got here, because till this day, my green card, my Social Security is that way. And I said, Dad, this is not my name is Ilan.
And he spelled it A-L.
But how is he saying that?
Yeah, that's what he said. He switched your name. Her mistake. He's laughing. So,
I always said to him also that, why did you spell my name with an I? Why it's Elon? Why is it not an Elan? We always had this conversation.
that's it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's switching your name on your Social Security or your card or whatever you were just talking about. Yeah, how you always should have had the E instead of the I, or the French way, the A.
Yes. Karyn, thank you very much.
Anytime. We'll check back about that door in about 4 months. Go Pirates.
Okay. Bye. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Stay tuned for more from The Karyn Reece Show.
If you would like to connect with Karyn further, you can visit her website at www.karynreece.com, spelled KarynReece.com. You can call our office phone at 716-580-2520 to inquire about gift cards or appointments. If you'd like to follow Karyn on social media, you can do so on Facebook at Karyn Reece Psychic Medium, or on Twitter and on Instagram at Karyn Reece.
So wasn't that an interesting reading?
I loved his reading. First of all, I loved his energy.
Fantastic.
He was so funny.
And happy, and he was a skeptic at the front end.
He was. He's never gotten a reading, he said before. So,
Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
I think you converted him.
And some of the findings that during his reading actually came to fruition.
With his dad with the scarf.
The number 3 that
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
realize,
Yeah.
After we were done shooting it, that his family had gotten him a jersey with the number 3 on it because his father kept mentioning that.
Yeah.
And he didn't know about it. It was a gift. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And again, he didn't know about that. It
Exactly.
didn't make sense at the time because he hadn't gotten,
Exactly.
his
and the light
gift.
bulb. I still love the light bulb because that kills me with when he changed the light bulb.
Oh
in the
my
middle
God.
of the- Like, I love that.
That is the best.
It's
That's being creative.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. And so, okay, so I guess I have a question.
Sure.
So you said you channel out of your right side of your brain, correct?
I'm out of my right mind, yes.
You are, and I didn't want to say it that way, but you just said what I was thinking, so it's fine. But you also, your creativity comes from your right side, correct?
Right. That's usually, your right side's your creative, your left side is your...
So if there's a
Left
time,
side.
because we all have, dull moments where we're like not as creative as we want to be or whatever, do you ever find it, because you're both channeling out of your right side, do you ever find it harder to channel if you're less creative or you feel less creative on a certain day?
No, it's two different types of connections that I'm doing. So, you're still using the right side of your brain. That's the area you're tapping your creative. You're opening up that door. The more you open up that door, it's just like any kind of muscle. But for me, no, there's never really.
Okay.
Even when I'm drawing, sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm like, I want to draw, I can see it in my mind, and I start fiddling. I'm like, that's not exactly, and then, you just keep playing with it till you get what you want. With the spirit side, there's no difference. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? They actually, knock on my door.
And
They
you probably don't
poke
get a
me
break.
in my sleep. They visit me in the shower. And then I see, things psychically. Just I could be watching TV at home, and I get little TV screens about my life or other people's lives or the, universe at large about, global, things coming up. So yeah, no, I never get a break.
I don't think so. You're constantly busy with spirit here for work. And then, most people, if they have a 9-to-5 job, it's like they clock in at 9 and they clock out at 5. And for you, you're 24/7. It doesn't matter. There's no clock in, clock out. I wish for you and for your sake.
Oh, me too.
Punch out, spirit. We're not talking today. But
You got that right.
Right? So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Karyn Reece Show. We'll be back soon.